Hey, I don't know if you ever heard this, but Mark Twain supposedly said, everyone talks about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Maybe someone forgot to tell Joe Biden that. Because this week he rolled out his climate change initiative and brought in the king of commoners, John Kerry, who is going to be his climate czar. It's kind of like a rerun of the Obama years when we had a room full of czars. Remember that? Back then, these highly paid czars talked about stuff, but they never did anything about it. Well, President Biden says climate change is the greatest threat to our health. I sure thought it was COVID. So I hope Biden doesn't want to shut down the economy and make us wear hazmat suits to protect us against the eroding ozone layers. Now, when John Kerry took to the podium to announce the White House plan to fix the climate, it was less than a week from the disastrous executive order that President Biden signed to shut down the Keystone XL pipeline, which immediately killed thousands of high-paying American jobs, and it really ticked off Canada, who had been our partner in the pipeline. Now, these are truly high-paying jobs, north of $130,000. But China sure loved the job-killing announcement, and so did Russia. Russia gets to sell their oil to the market that we're making more expensive after 4 years of being energy independent. And China, they're laughing, knowing they're going to keep on buying their energy and continue being the world's biggest polluter while the United States surrenders its energy policy to the Europeans. Now, here's a little inconvenient truth. When President Trump pulled us out of the Paris Climate Accords because he didn't want America to be told what to do by European elitists, we actually reduced our own carbon footprint more than any other country. Now think about this. Without the Paris Accords, we have exceeded the goals that we were supposed to do under the Paris Accords. But John Kerry still owns and flies in a private jet. It puts out 40 times the carbon footprint than if he flew commercial. But John Kerry is the ultimate elitist snob. He wants to set rules for you, but has no intention of living by them himself. He told the workers who are losing their jobs that are paying over $130,000 a year to go out and get a job building solar panels for about $40,000 a year. Hey, maybe they can get a job cleaning John Kerry's big jet. Look, I'm trying to be polite, I really am. But for those of you who couldn't bring yourself to vote for President Trump because you didn't like the tone of his tweets, you do understand that Joe Biden is killing jobs and changing abortion policies so that now you're funding abortions in foreign countries as a result of another of his executive orders. And by the way, just 2 months ago, he said bypassing the legislative process and doing executive orders was like the actions of a dictator. Yet he's legislated more executive orders in 10 days than Reagan, both of the Bushes, Clinton, Obama, and Trump did combined in the same amount of time. And in one executive order, he decreed that biological boys must be able to participate as girls in athletics, virtually destroying the progress that has been made under Title IX to give women's sports some support. In a real stroke of irony, that has the feminists up in arms since, hey, they've been fighting for years to be treated with respect, only to have President Biden tell them that there's no such thing as gender. I guess that kind of messes up the history-making notion of Kamala Harris being the first woman VP, because we're not supposed to see her as a woman or a man, just a person. I mean, you are whatever you imagine yourself to be and whatever you identify to be. So if your teenage girl is required to shower after PE class with some teenage boy because he's imagining himself to be a girl, don't complain if you thought Joe Biden was a mainstream moderate. And if you pay $6 a gallon for gas, or you lose your six-figure job in the energy sector, if you're told to accept that illegal immigrants will be given free health care, education, and voting rights, and share a shower yourself with someone of the opposite sex because they decided to just be something different today, please don't tell me you didn't like Donald Trump's tweets. I'm not nearly as offended by Donald Trump's abrasive personality as I am by Joe Biden's America Last policies. Wait, don't click that button. Well, unless it was the subscribe button, and then carry on. And while you're down there, hit that little notification bell too. Oh, and if you leave a like and a comment, I will personally give my dog Toby a treat.